Day 14 of the Overcomer's Journal comes from Numbers chapter 20, verse 12, where it says in the New International Version, "But the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring this community into the land I give them." God always answers the question why before we even ask. It's written in His Word. Moses was the shepherd of the people. He was the mouthpiece of God. The example he was to set before the people depicted God's holiness and God's compassion. To lead, one must be able to follow. Moses led the people, but he was to follow God's leading and God's instruction. To follow, one must trust the leader. As we walk in newness of life, our task is to trust God with our lives and follow Him by obeying His commands and decrees. Disobedience carries a penalty. Moses found out that even though he was a great man in the sight of the people, and even though he was called a friend of God, he was not exempt from the consequences of disobedience. He was not able to enter into the land that he led the Israelites to. Let us continue to walk this Christian walk by faith, trusting that He who began a good work in us will bring it to completion. Songwriter said, "Trust and obey, for there is no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey." A question for you today: what are the areas of your life that you have not entrusted to God? Be blessed.